Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. It's Afterbirth this time, not Anti-Birth. I don't even know. Were we doing Eden runs? Were we doing random runs? This is the first Afterbirth run I've recorded since Anti-Birth has been, oh god. Since Anti-Birth has come out. Oh, come on with this nonsense. 84SJ JK3R. Some people have asked, you know, why play... I'm just gonna reroll us once. Fuck it, let's reroll until we get something good. This is not the greatest combination of items we've ever had. Some people have asked me, why play Afterbirth with Anti-Birth being out? Well, there's a couple of reasons. One is, I'm in no danger of stopping Anti-Birth anytime soon. Thank you for the world's luckiest reward for taking bad damage. So it's not like I'm just going to be like, oh, Afterbirth Plus is out, I'm never playing Anti-Birth again. If I still have, you know, stuff to do in Anti-Birth, we'll play it until we figure out when a logical endpoint is, or maybe that'll be the canonical way that we play the game moving forward. But for now, that's not really the case necessarily, at least. The other thing is, I don't want to suck when Afterbirth Plus comes out. And just in the same way that Afterbirth has taught us habits that are not necessarily... conducive to doing well in Anti-Birth, and I'm getting a little cross-eyed from getting the names that are very similar, not confused here. I don't want to double down, only play Anti-Birth, and then when Afterbirth Plus comes out, be like, all of a sudden, I don't remember, oh, Devil Deals are like this again, and blah, blah, blah. But basically, I think we'll just run the... It's easy to forget, let me put it this way, that Afterbirth Plus comes out in, like, 6 days, or something stupid like that. So, I'm not going to get too up my own butt over how we're going to run the series is for 2 weeks. Get out of there! I don't know if we got all the money there. We lost money in the process somehow. Am I losing my mind? Oh no, we didn't lose the golden poop. That makes sense. But yeah, basically just go with the flow for 2 weeks. There's going to be double the Isaac, and then... God, who knows when Afterbirth Plus comes out, how much Isaac there's going to be. Probably a lot, but it's the final hurrah. At least the expected final hurrah for Isaac, and, you know, big things are warranted. But for now, we're just going to play little Isaac. Pretty much everywhere is going to be Isaac. Then I don't need a jacket. Why not reroll right now? Well, it's not necessarily the right call to not reroll. I'll give you that. What I will say, though, is that... I don't want to waste rerolls, in my opinion, until we have more items to reroll. So, if we get a bad item from the boss, or potentially maybe even a bad passive from the shop, then I'll probably reroll from that point onward. And see if we can get something good out of that. The other thing is, I don't want to, like, bite off too much of the Anti-Birth content in one go. You know, the slower the drip, the better there. Ladies, but in any case... If you're saying ladies, you have to say it in that voice. You can't go, ladies. You gotta go, ladies. Mind if I ladies? Don't make a D's nuts joke there, okay? This is not appropriate. We run a PG-13 show here. We run a Peggy-13 show here. We run a Peggy Hill appropriate show here. In the meantime, though... Cube of Meat. Do you reroll Cube of Meat? I mean, it's quite good, but we're going to reroll eventually. Maybe we're better off just getting it done. Wow, that's pretty bad. Well, it is and it isn't. It's pretty bad because the Rosary is not very good, but it does give us 3 Spirit Hearts that aren't going to go anywhere, and Gemini is kind of in a similar camp, actually, that at least for now it's useful, and maybe in the future we'll want to reroll it. This is weird, because if we take... Work with me here. Our donation machine is better. I guess, you know, it's maintained separately across both save files. That sort of makes sense. I think we want to do some weird shit. Like, I think we want to do this, and then convert. And that gave us the golden chest. And then do this, and then convert. Grab this. Grab this. Reroll. Number 1 SMB Superfan and Infamy. That's actually, like, very good. And then we got a 2 of diamonds out of it in the end anyway. I think that was awesome. I mean, we're leaving the first floor with 5 HP and really good stats. We might want to abandon the D4 at this point. I think the D4 has given us, you know, everything we could possibly need the D4 to give us right away. And this pretty much leaves us stacked moving forward, except we're not stacked on Spirit Hearts. So we have to be a little cautious getting ready for the deal with the devil chance here. Because, of course, you know, when you have a lot of HP, in Afterbirth, you want to leverage it, because I actually know how to dodge most of these enemies by now. You know, as soon as I see an enemy, I don't have to think. I go, oh, that's weird, tall red spiders. It was a champion spider. It shoots in the diagonals, and then it's going to turn into ooze, and then we're going to go, oh, fuck. It didn't turn into ooze. Everything I thought I knew has been shaken down to its deepest core. It's an interesting choice. I mean, first off, I think you just take Lost Protector. Or Friend Zone, whatever. It's not bad. It gets us closer to the Beelzebub transformation, but it is, every time we pick up an item that's not amazing, the temptation is like, well, you know, we could re-roll it, but we probably should not for now. It's actually working out pretty well for us. It's like the Gemini we never had. And by never had, I mean, you know, the Gemini we had for like 30 seconds until I completely re-rolled it. But do you really want to give up a #1 high range run this early? Like, this seems like you're really looking at gift horse in the mouth. If you go, hey, thanks for the ridiculous, you know, DPS. Mind if I pull out my butt and take a poop on it? And you'd be like, yeah, I'm mine. That's very disrespectful. Also, do you need to see like a gastroenterologist? Because it sounds like you've got some, you know, problems with your GI tract there if you can pull the whole thing out. Well, you can't do that? You can't pull out your butt when you poop? How do you avoid getting poop on your butt lips? Amateurs. Alright. You are dead and we have a deal with the devil. Latchkey. Mind if I latchkey? At least gives us a spirit heart. A couple keys are a nice bonus. I mean, okay. You take the Bible, because we have the HP for it. And you take Gimpy because it's good. And then you swerve and reroll absolutely everything. Now we got Tiny Planet. We're very slow. Our rate of fire is god-awful. It's so bad. So we'll be looking to reroll this one immediately. And we should be able to get that battery charge in there. I don't even want to wait long enough to attack an enemy to see if our damage is good, because I know that it is not. Our rate of fire is just god-awful. Please. Break the poop. I mean, this is a complete waste of 2 of diamonds, but... There we go. We got Beelzebub already. That's the ticket. We can fly. Tech X. Explosivo, which probably will not work for us, but this is very strong. Okay, now a spacebar item is like, no doubt. If we get a spacebar item, we are set. And I'm gonna, again, like, it's not out of a fear of being zany that I don't reroll as much as I used to. It's really that it's no longer zany to just reroll endlessly, because you know you're gonna get to a win eventually. Or you're gonna breakfast yourself and, you know, ruin your whole run, so... Tend to be a little bit more conservative about the way that these runs go now. And stick with an early zany run instead of going for, like, the guaranteed breakfasts. Although, to be honest with you, that sounds pretty good right now. I can go for breakfast. I'm not much of a Brinner guy. Like, I enjoy a dinner more than a breakfast most of the time. But if it was, like, 10 p.m. and you're like, hey, do you want to go to, like, an all-night diner with all-day breakfast? I'd be like, does the night count as the day? Does a bear shit in the woods? Does it pull its butt out to do so? Answer, hell yes to all of them. I'm in. Obviously, we're going to take that. And Antibirth is rubbing off on us a little bit. We're at 8 minutes leaving the second floor, so we're going pretty slow here. And part of the reason for that slowness is our shop plays from the first floor, but that set us up like pretty freaking nicely here to never have to worry about just about anything ever again. There we go, easy plays. And anytime there's a chest that is special in any way, we're going to open it. We might even open unspecial chests. Depends on how we feel about our timing here. Because I would like to do Boss Rush. I haven't done it in a while because I've been playing so much Anti-Birth. And I suck at... I know I say sometimes anti, sometimes anti. I'm not worried about it. It's the same thing, you know? Like, you can pronounce it either way. I think. It's not a word that's used that much in English. So it hasn't gotten to the point of, like, you know, one pronunciation being the de facto standard. At least I hope not. Otherwise, I'm gonna feel, oh, just like, dreadfully embarrassed. Either way, though, So far, so good. The Guppy Dream is, you know, it's on the agenda. I have to admit, it is a little weird coming back to Afterbirth and being like, I know what's going on here. Let's save telepills for a boss rush teleport. But it's kind of nice. Like, novelty is good, but I love routine as well. I was the kind of kid that would be like, you know, if I got Gran Turismo, I don't want to see new tracks. Why would I want to see new tracks? I've got Laguna Seca. I'm going to race Laguna Seca. Every day I'm going to improve my lap time by, like, you know, 1/8 of a second. And eventually, I'm going to be, like, you know, the best person in the Tri-County area at racing Laguna Seca. I have no problem, you know, with what seems like mundanity. And my tolerance for novelty lasts forever. You know, like, the fact that we're shooting out weird snowflakes here in honor of the holiday season is noteworthy enough for me to begin with here. Like, that's enough novelty to keep me going. I mean, Kami and Concept, we have so much HP. We should really just take it all. And let's go back to our shop, because we really made up enough time on the Caves 1 to be back on schedule. But, you know, the teleporting not existing in this game is going to slow us down a little bit, and that's okay. We should go to our shop, because I don't really care about an arcade. Like, I'm the kind of guy when it comes to Rock Band, and nice, you know, long track list is important, but all I really need is my Sharona. It's got the, ooh, my little pretty one. Pretty one, when you gonna give me, and it's also got the it's got a good solo is what I'm trying to say here. Keeping myself refreshed and abreast of the situation. There's a tinted rock there. I actually did not notice that. We don't have a bomb right now, nor do we really need small rock, but a golden chest could be good, and I'm desirous of small rock. If we can get more damage, I would like to get more damage. In the meantime, though, we'll just continue shooting sweet-ass snowflakes. I have to think that there's a chance that these snowflakes might actually be good. Like, better than the circle. And I say that because the dimple, I think, means that if you hit an enemy at the right angle, they'll get hit by... They'll be in the surface area of the... let me put it this way. They'll be in the circumference longer, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Zodiac, kind of bad, but... life goes on. Especially if we are finally able to tap shoot. I don't know, maybe not. It depends on whether they are expanding in the circle or... like, they're expanding the circle as a result of the wiggle worm, or if they're just dimpling the existing circumference of the circle, if you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. Anyway. So far, so good on this floor, and by so far, so good, I mean actually pretty embarrassingly bad. We picked up Zodiac, and I always should remember to Zodiac check. You pick up the Zodiac and you go, oh, excuse me, waiter, can I get the Zodiac check? Which is basically your way of saying, do we have Leo? And in this case, we do, which means we have to be careful of mushrooms and explosive rocks. That should be the shop, which means this should be a library. And as much as I hate to admit it, I mean, the D4's been fun, but this is probably time for Telepathy for Dummies, just to... not even just to mix it up, but, like, the D4, it's better off out of my hands. I figured we'd try. Magic Mush, 2016. Really want me to do the alternate, like, sacrifice room path. Magic Mush! Magic Mush, magic... That's Magic Bus by The Who. I mean, it's not. It's Magic Mush by me. Telepathy for Dummies is not really a strong play, but it's a card I'm gonna hold on to. The basic gist of it being like, or sorry, it's an item I'm gonna hold on to. The basic gist of it being like, once every 2 rooms, if we want, we can have some homing shots. But really, I want to incentivize more libraries to exist, because I think, and it's a controversial opinion, but I think that reading is a good thing. I think that learning to read is a valuable skill that we should incentivize. So I'm gonna make the Northern Lion Center for kids who can read good. And you know what's gonna happen there? Everybody gets a free chocolate chip cookie. You come to me with a book report, you get a chocolate chip cookie. Years later, it will be found out that I made a clandestine deal with the CEO of Chips Ahoy, and I will be sent away for a long time as a result of, you know, unethical business dealings and very shoddy and convenient accounting the IRS is not pleased with. But until then, we're gonna make America skinny again. One chop at a time. One slap at a time. That's it. It's been, come on, the slap chop's like a 10-year-old meme. Cut me some slack. Maggie's Faith. You know what I also like about playing Afterbirth here? After playing Anti-Birth? And this is not against either game. However, because I'm better at Afterbirth and more familiar with it, I can play a little looser. And that gives me a little bit of comfort here. And really, like, the run is going fairly well right now. But if I had 4 HP with 1 Spirit of Heart, backing myself up on an Anti-Birth run, I would be shitting my pants. I would be defecating silently, but you don't need to make a sound to make a smell, if you know what I mean. But luckily, they haven't invented smell-o-vision yet. Once they do, my YouTube channel's up in smoke. I'm just constantly shitting myself. It's embarrassing. Years later, it will come out that this video was a sponsorship by Depends Adult Diapers, and I'll be put away for a long time. But until then, we're gonna make America stinky again. One toot at a time. What the fuck is this guy talking about? Valid question. Person I just made up. Valid question. Wouldn't it be funny if after talking about how comfortable it is to be playing Afterbirth, I just lost? And by funny, I mean I would cry myself to sleep later tonight, but, you know, that can wait. It's all in the service of entertainment. It's only entertainment. You know how dogs is and all that. We're still very much on pace for boss rush. And I mean, come on here. We got some pretty good items, all things considered. That was a bit of a waste of a bomb. I thought it could work out for us. And Telepills gives us that boss room access that we so greatly desire. It is weird not having a guaranteed, like, indicator of how we're doing for deal with the devil percentage. That's the thing I miss most out of missing HUD. From, you know, built into Anti-Birth. This is really my big advertisement for Anti-Birth, saying, like, if you're not watching that series, I would recommend you do so. It's nice to be experiencing novelty and Isaac again in advance of Afterbirth Plus's release. Anyway, but what I was gonna say is, you know, the other stats have no meaning to me in Anti-Birth, because it's like, oh, your damage is 5.16. I don't know what that means. 5.16 out of what? Infinity? 5.16 out of 6? That's really good. But you gotta go deep on this one, there's no doubt. But the deal with the devil and the deal with the angel percentages are basically written in just a format that everybody understands. It's a percentage. So the fact that I don't see it, it's nice. I actually like being kept in the dark a little bit there, like a Hot Chip song. But I, at the same time, kind of miss it a little bit. You know, we all need somebody to lean on, is what I'm trying to say. So these are all great. And I think in this case, you take Incubus, and you hope to get some black cards, but we're going to slow our roll, like, ever so slightly here, because we went from... what? Weird room. We went from, like, a lot of HP to quite a little, and it was all for a good purpose. Like, we got rewards out of it, without a doubt, but we're going to need to play a little strongly to keep things going here, or... gonna find ourselves in times of trouble. Mother Mary, comfort me. Spirit hearts, saying words of wisdom. Rainbow worm, rainbow worm, rainbow worm. Hey Paul, we're writing this song. It's gonna be the title track on our last album. What should we call it? I don't know. Let it be. Oh, that's pretty catchy. What should the words be? Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Like that. He's a genius. How does he do it every time? Why did I become the New Zealand Ringo Starr? I don't understand. Am I even Paul McCartney? I don't know. I'm gonna get so fucking sued for singing like 8 seconds of Let It Be. I wasn't saying Let It Be. I was ordering from a American Chinese food restaurant, and they asked what I wanted. Let her be, let her be. Let her be, let her be. Yellow chicken curry, let her be. That's true. I think that song could blossom pretty nicely. It's when you find yourself on Southeast Main Street, Pai Gow Garden hungers thee. What would you have for dinner? Let us see. Let us see, let us see, let us see, let us see. Cantonese chow mein with potpourri. It doesn't work, but it was good there for a while. I'm relatively proud of that. This episode now has a reason to exist. See, these are the kind of tangents you can't necessarily guarantee in an Anti-Birth episode until we get a little bit more familiarity with the game. Let's just not lean on that for the rest of the episode. Okay, so what are we doing now? Well, we got like probably, I don't know, like 75 seconds to get into the boss fight and still have a great chance to make it out and get to boss rush in time. Telepathy for Dummies makes boss rush doable as far as I'm concerned. We're going to kill enemies pretty quickly. But we're probably just going to teleport out. Well, we are just absolutely destroying Mom here. No deal with the devil. Take the Polaroid. Might as well stay at a half heart for now. We didn't get a deal with the devil, so we should use the Joker card to teleport out. I didn't even take okay, luck up's good, but I think you take Tech Point 5 here. I didn't even take the Telepills with me. Now what do you take? Ah, shit, this is a golden question. Great point. I think we take Dark Matter for the guaranteed damage, and then, I don't know, is there anything left in here? No, of course not, so let's just get the hell out. Okay, we're in tight on damage here, or on HP, I should say, but our damage just keeps getting better. We probably want to slow down. And, okay, we have Zodiac here, so a little scared about that, but that's okay. Just don't step on dangerous rocks. We'll be fine. Every extra Spirit Heart increases our chances. So, we're just gonna... we should get the keys. I really think, again, if this was Anti-Birth, I would be just about, you know, crapping myself. I'd be dead. Or at least planning for death. That's not to say this is a guaranteed win. I've gone a little too aggressively on the devil deals, probably, but they've all been pretty good. Thank God we got so much momentum in the early game via the converter, actually, of all things. Well, it's not the converter of all things. It really just converts, you know, blue hearts into red hearts. But, I mean, of all things, to get the converter is a little surprising. This could be good. Come on, black hearts. Like 2 black hearts. Guppy's head is pretty solid and probably a lot better than Telepathy for Dummies, considering we basically just have to fire in an infinitely long-range straight line, so... Not saying we got a good chance for the Guppy, you know, dream, but it's possible. We could also, in fact, I think we should get creative on this run. First off, check for the secret room. Not there. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll beat the boss, see how things go, deal with the devil purposes, etc., etc. Oh, the Hierophant, so good. Which, again, I guess we could have not wasted a bomb there, but that's okay. I think I'm going to go to the boss fight, do it all up. You know, our deal with the devil chance, if I remember correctly, is going to be in like the 70s or something like that. We have Shoop the Whoop, but I don't really want it. And I want AWAS over Telepills, because I'm going to use Telepills, or sorry, AWAS, to escape from the curse room, which I'm going to check for free because we can fly. So I should be able to get into the curse room for free, check and see if there's a Guppy item or Spirit Hearts. Pretty much both valid here, or desired at least. And then, you know, get out at no cost to our own HP, which is going to be extremely important for our own chances of survival. This is a roundabout way to explain it, but you get the idea. Basically, it saves us a Spirit Heart to have this rune. I'm an idiot, by the way, and I should have picked up the HP before going in here, but I didn't. So I'm going to take my Guppy item for the chance to make the dream happen, and I'm going to accept that I did things backwards, and I'm going to say, you know, that's all me. Yeah, I mean, we could even make a song about it, perhaps to the tune of The Weight by the band. And be like, walked into the devil deal, and I said, and put my hand on my head. Forgot to take the HP upgrade I got when the boss was dead. I looked at the comments. They said, he's the only one who can keep me entertained despite being bad, the only game he's ever won. Dun 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 dun. What a moron, Northern. Do 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 do. What a moron, please. Pay attention, Northern. And I'll unsubscribe if he gets guppy. You know, I can't hit the notes, but I can write the lyrics. Hierophant. Emperor. Hierophant. Degas. No. Okay, well, I don't know. What do you roll here? Sun, useful, maybe, but Emperor, I think. I mean, I think you just do what we did last time to try to facilitate the Guppy Dream. You go into the curse room, you hope for not, like, something terrible, and we mostly got something terrible, and then you teleport out, because free curse rooms are, like, huge expected value. Even if we got, like, nothing, we lost nothing as well, except the Emperor card. Okay, we got another deal with the devil. This is totally fine. Free black heart, and actually, Lump of Cold, I think, works well with Tech X, and then we blow up all these for the chance to get some value. Strength could be extremely important. And we got a black heart regardless, so I don't really think we fight Hush in this situation. I can understand disagreeing with that sentiment, but I don't think that's the right call for us right now. And again, this run, again, don't take this, by the way, as me taking, you know, Afterbirth side in the needless Afterbirth versus Anti-Birth debate. This is just me saying this is why I'm enjoying doing Anti-Birth videos in conjunction with Afterbirth videos, so that we can, you know, experience a little bit of both here. And, you know, worst case scenario, if you really like Isaac, which I have a suspicion some of you may, this is double Isaac for a period here, and that's pretty sweet. Feels good again. I mean, there was a time, maybe we'll do it again for Afterbirth Plus, I don't know, but for Rebirth, we were doing 4 episodes a day of Isaac. Oh my god. I know, it's ridiculous. Red chess? Not red chess. It was ridiculous, but it was also a great time, to be honest with you. Like, I was working my butt off and playing. I mean, Rebirth was such an amazing release when it happened as well. I was just, like, blown away. So it's an easy game to play a lot of, and there's so much content as well. Yeah, okay. A lot of people are like, stop taking Tammy's head, you take it so much. I understand that position, but weird wiggle worm Tammy's head takes precedent over your... Oh, right, Explosivo, too. Takes precedent over your cries of anguish right now. If you find yourself with cries of anguish, you can watch me on Twitch TV. You can comment live. Drop Tammy. I'm gonna stop. One day I'm gonna stop, and I'll never start again. But for now, this is not that day. Maybe I'll just stop talking at all. I'm still like, you know, we're up against the razor's edge here. We're not really rolling in Spirit Hearts. We didn't get any means of improving our defense or really, like, you know, getting over the top in terms of HP. So something like the wafer or even like the cancer item on the next floor would be good as I become John Wayne. Yeah, just walk into that enemy and then not be penalized because of the fact that you're the luckiest man on the planet. I don't really want Bob's brain here. In most situations, I'm all in on Bob's brain. I will vote Bob's brain, but not in this situation. We're just too low on HP to take even a small chance with it. But extra Spirit Heart, feeling good. No getting out of the curse room in this one, and I don't think there is one. Or at least we haven't found one yet. I think we owe it to ourselves to look. So if there is a curse room, I'll go to it. That's fine. We might even want to use our strength card to just defeat the boss, but I feel like probably the best use of the strength card is actually if we get down to 1 red heart on the chest, or even on the Isaac fight, I suppose, if things go terribly, and we enter a room that looks tough, we pop the strength card, at least we can afford to get hit once, one time. So it could be valuable in that context, although probably unlikely so. So here's the ticket. I don't think you shoot yet. I think you knock him down into the next phase, and then you know as soon as he spawns, you're going to get unmitigated access there. Get a couple shots in. Got him pretty easily. Oh, we had Taurus on that entire floor. Just only one room was long enough for us to ever activate it. And the chest. This is where things are going to get tricky. Ooh, Epic Fetus. Flies. Holy water. I I think if we take Epic Fetus, it'll shoot out tech lasers when it lands. Yeah, okay, so I don't feel bad about that. I think that's a fairly sensible pickup. We're very slow now, so we must have had Ares on the last floor, and I got used to the damage there. I know Epic Fetus, has a reputation for not being the most exciting item in the game, and that's, just the darn truth. However, anytime it shoots out a sweet little pubic hair web of lasers, I will be all in on Epic Fetus. I'm all in on Bob's Brain. I'm all in on Epic Fetus. I'm getting all sorts of hashtags out there today. In fact, you could call me a hash dealer. Please don't. Well, okay, disregard. I was gonna say something salient, probably the smartest thing I ever said in my fucking life, but instead the boss is right here, so I guess we should just fucking finish it. Alright, sure, whatever. Let them fight. Just get away from me, dude. We've made it. Alright. Don't forget about let her be, let her be, let her be, let her be. How many wins in a row is that? 20. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, new episodes come out every single day at 6 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Anti-birth episodes right now are at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future, and I'll see you next time.